So you think I'm being controlling?
No, I think you're being protective, and protective and controlling can look like the same thing.
Today, we're going to address whether dads should have the final say so with boys and girls, with daughters and sons.
Let's
Now,
talk about it.
now my view on it is that, in my experience, because I'm a guy, I once was a boy. I once was a boy. There's an experience level that I have as 43. So I'm a grown tail now.
That's understandable, but also, not to interrupt, but I'm also a girl. So I grew up too. And I think I can understand from a girl's point of view as well.
I know boys aren't to be trusted. From my experience, I wanted to be trusted. None of my friends were to be trusted. None of their friends, they daddy. Even Martin Luther King had a prior life. Like men aren't to be trusted. Men aren't to be trusted.
That's understandable, yes. But I don't want her to just fear all boys. I don't want her to not have an understanding and just grow up in fear.
I don't want that. But what do you mean fear? Like it's not like I'm teaching them to be the boogeyman.
No, but I believe you're placing some sort of fear that can lead to her being a little bit more secretive. And that's what I don't want to happen.
I don't want that to happen either. But I think that maybe she will understand that it's in her it's in her best interest. It's not like I'm being a dictator here. I'm acting out of love. The world ain't what it was when we were young,
No.
and guys don't believe in taking anything on and turning the other cheek, and it's dangerous out there. And I think we should have the final say so because we're the ones who have to protect all. I got to protect you. I got to protect my kids. I got to protect this house.
Is that mainly what you're afraid of?
Yes, it's my job to protect this house. And my family is this house. Even my dog, our dog, is this house. Um, and I just feel like the buck stops here, and you feel
I feel like she still needs room to learn and grow, though. She still needs room to grow. If we never give her the opportunity to learn or the opportunity to grow or the opportunity to make sound decisions on her own, how will she know?
the buck stops here. The buck stops right here. So I'm really feeling like Dad should have the final say so. If the buck stops here, if the newspaper's not gonna read, something happened, and they're gonna wonder, well, where was the dad if something was to happen to a family? Where was the dad? Where was the man? Where was her father?
Okay, but I understand all of that. But I feel like growing up, the more fear that was instilled in me, the more I wanted to run. The older I got, the more I just wanted to run because your curiosity is still there. Your friends are dating, your friends are going out, your friends are hanging out. I'm not saying she should have the opportunity to like go out and hang out or anything like that to an unreasonable time, but I do think she should be given opportunities to make sound decisions and to be able to enjoy um, some of those little things in life
I'm
that.
not in total disagreement. Let me stop you right there. I'm not in total disagreement in that. I want her to have fun, but this is a different time, and I think we really need to be a little bit more protective because at the end of the day, the buck stops here. I mean, I don't want her skittish. I want her socialized. I want her to know how to manage herself around guys, but is it worth the risk? Is it worth the risk? Is it worth the risk?
How do we find a happy medium though? As she gets older, as time continues to pass, how do we find a happy medium so that we can ensure that she is learning. Because just like we've raised girls, we've raised boys as well. And I would hope there are other parents out there who have raised decent boys who are looking for a decent girl.
No, ain't no decent. Nah, yeah, yeah. Oh, times have changed. All I can think of is like everything I see on the news, everything I see with, you know, everything's so equal now and not in a sense of rights. I mean, guys are hitting women. You know, they're getting frustrated if you turn them down and they're hitting them. So my protective instinct is kicking in because I've seen too many accounts of you just turn a guy down and they get mad and they attack. I don't know if it's worth the risk. You know, sending my daughter out there, what is this, practice mode? We in practice mode, you know, put her in practice mode.
I do think that there could be some controlled environments to where we can find a happy ground. Do I know what those controlled environments are exactly? No. But I feel like there should be room for her to come to us if, in fact, she does find a potential someone that she would like to.
But is this falling in? Are we trying to be her friend, or are we parenting now? See, that's that. I'm not for being pals, and it sounds like that's being pals a little bit. Is that what you're saying? We want to.
No,
Just
I want to parent, but I also want to give her a controlled environment to where she can also learn and grow. I don't want it to be too controlled to where she's not growing mentally.
So you're saying if she gonna drink, then we need to let her drink at home. Like if she was to ever get curious
No, no,
about
no,
drinking.
no, no. That would be a whole different subject. I would assume, but I do fear her making the wrong decisions. Of course, I do fear her being in the wrong situation with the wrong guy. I do fear her. I do fear all of that. I think every parent does.
I think all guys at this age are the wrong guy. So I think we're more so we're fighting the same battle. Like, it's not even a battle, but I think I'm just not as trusting, and rightfully so. Not for her, and I hope that she doesn't get this impression. But I'm not trusting of the world. Yes. And I really would admire the person that would sit up here and tell me all the beautiful things of this world to make me not so worried of the world.
I can understand that.
Because I've seen a lot of not beautiful things.
Yeah.
And they touching too close to home.
That's true.
What do you do besides protect your own? And I'm just built to protect my own. I'm built to protect. And it's just in my nature. And I feel like, I don't know, I've been led to be a leader. I'm a man, and I don't know, it's just part of my nature. And I'm just protecting. And I feel like since I'm the final say-so when it comes down to the protection of this household, I should be the final say-so when it comes down to our daughter, sons, or any of it. You know, of course, I take in full regard what you say, but at the end of the day, if it's a 50-50 between what you say and I say, and we both have valid points, I think I need final say-so. Mm-hmm. Yes. Definitely.
Okay. Well, those are our views. Let's see what they think.
Yeah, what you think?